Folks, this is El Sandivaros, the Truthful Channel here. I want to, make some comments and share also something about me and also about my neighbors. We are grew up in a poor community, poor country, considered the United States. What's happening in the United States is a shame. I remember when I was 19, no, 19, 17 years old, me and my young uncle find a wallet on the street full of money, but we cannot touch it because we well educated at home when we was a kid. If we find a wallet on the street, we have to bring that home. If not, we're gonna get severe punishment. We find a wallet full of cash, we bring that home until the owners appear. Again, like I say, it's a shame the United States full of opportunity. See what's happening in New York, which I shared the video from the chain for the food for the grocery stores chain in New York. What he says, what he's complained about, and so on. I could be crazy, I could be sick, but I'm not a thief. I'm not a killer. That's make the differences. I am not a rape. I don't rape no woman. I'm not a child molester. I'm not a pedophile. That's make me differences. That's make me different than those people was not sick, was not crazy. Those thieves is making me different than those smash and grabs. And they use even hammer to smash somebody on the head and steal and goes. Stealing cars, carjacking, all that. I prefer to be crazy, but not to put anyone their lives in danger. I'm proud who I am because I have kind hearts. I cannot harm nobody. Period. I am defending myself, yes, but I'm not gonna harm nobody. Even call me crazy, but I will never hurt anyone, and then I will for the end of my life. I know myself. I trust myself. That's not gonna happen. If you will see what happened in L.A., Georgia, New York, one store only lose $3,000 one time from thieves. So people go to Subway, you unsafe. You can your cell phone, your purse. So I'm proud of who I am. Like I say, 2 years ago, I was in Warwick, Rhode Island. I went to Warwick Mall. And then I come in from the store, from the mall. The bus stops is like 1 block from the store. I walk, and then a few people waiting on the bus stops. I like to um, see something on the floor. I like to see what it is because I find the money on the streets when I was working Providence, like after my work shift. Like 1 o'clock in the morning, I was walking home from work because I was not working too far from where I was leaving. All like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 in the morning, all the bars, restaurants was closed. As soon as I walk, I see ladies of the 20s on the street, right on the street. Was I I was believe that it could be someone has because of all roll ups the money. I was thinking that maybe someone was take the car key and then the money fell on the floor. But there's nobody on the street at all at the time for me to give back to it. I find one lay of 20 was $40, and then I walk back, I walk further, it was a 3 lay of 20s. And then there's another 50 down there. It was by myself, no one for me to say, if they lose money. So I'm not going to leave that there because nobody's there for me to give to it. I said, let me grab it. I grab it. I went to work next day. I come in. It was a Sunday. I work until 4. Nobody on the street for me to ask me for anything. Then I keep it. The owner not here, I don't give to them. Like I go back to the story I started share is that near to the Warwick Mall, like this is kind of share. I like to see something on the floor. I don't care where they are. And then I have to, I don't need to touch it with my hands, but I touch it with my feet. Is it, if it's a clothing, it doesn't matter. I open it because some things could be there because for my personal expenses. So I walk in front of the mall and then I see the black wallet, old, all peeled off, leather, old wallet. But that old, I say in my mind, maybe it's from the homeless people. Maybe it's from them or somebody buy a new one. They tossed the old one on the street. But it was surprised me. When I touch it on my feet, it seems like heavy. I said, Then I grab it. I grab the wallet. When I open it, it was 20s, $500 all in 20s. And when I open it, it was a picture of the college girl students who going to CCRI. Because that's only the picture, and it shows that there's is a card was from CCRI college. But on there is no address, is no phone number, but something is important there, which is her bank account number and her a bank business card, which her account number and the bank's address and phone number. I say, okay. So I say, I believe she's working, she's going to school. I feel like it's mine. I feel if I put myself on the spot, on her shoes, and my family's member, her shoes as well, because I lost money on time. My family members lost money as well. So when I grab it, I don't say it to nobody. I go there waiting for the bus, and then I see the poor girl crying. She was looking to all the buses. I think it's 3 buses near the Warwick Mall. She was asking the bus driver if they don't see her wallet. She's went inside a bus. She cannot find it. And then when she's coming to me, she's coming near me. She was crying so hard, like desperate. I said, girl, why are you crying? She said, I lost all my week paycheck. I said, why are you crying about it? No, don't cry. She's called me crazy. I smiled on her. I said, no, I'm far from crazy. And then she started desperate crying again, almost hit me. I accept that because I know how she's felt, because I have a similar experience before. So she was crying. I said, I touched her. I said, don't cry at all. She's again called me crazy. I laughed at her. I said, girl, you safe. She said, what do you mean I'm safe? Then I put my hands inside my pocket. I said, here's your wallet. Count the money. See if everything is there. She said, no, I don't need to count it. She says, you're so nice. You honest. She's hugging me, crying. I said, oh, girl, never put the money. I advise you, don't put enough like money. Put the money, the cash money, only the amount you need, and put the rest in the bank. Make sure you don't lost it again, because if somebody else find it, nobody gonna give that to you. And then it was 3 women also coming from the store, and then another 2 guys waiting for the bus stops. They all responded, you say the truth, because if she's lucky, because if it's another person, she's never going to find it. And then she said, I'm going to go to work. Oh my God, I'm late. I said, I know you late, but you coming back, you looking for your wallet, and then there's 1 week paycheck, they should forgive you because you was looking for 1 week paycheck you already worked for. And then she thanked me, and then she's go to work. And then also, the one woman was on the bus stop. She was thank me and say, I never see any guy like you around here. I say, I don't deserve it. She worked hard for. If it's my family members, somebody do that to my family members, I don't want to feel okay about it. Why I have to do that to her? So that's tell the total story that I prefer to be crazy, but not to be a thief, not to stealing nothing for somebody else. I don't mind not to have anything, even a food to eat, but I'm not gonna steal from anybody because it's not my culture. It's not the way I grew up. Period. But what I see is in New York, in so forth, in the United States, it's a shame. Because this country, United States, is, I've been told last year, one embassy from different country told me the United States is the safest country in the world. I told them, not for me. For me, it's unsafe. Because I don't grow up in a community dealing with the thieves. I don't grow up in a community to see somebody use their guns every day. We don't use guns. I remember when I was back home, I used to like to talk with the people, play cards, get out, start walking 12 in the morning by myself, 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning by myself, 2 in the morning by myself. Nobody around, everybody sleep nice and quiet. So sometimes here in that state, you have to be scared walking by yourself, walk by yourself, nighttime. If it's those countries like African countries, Haiti, those poor countries, I will accept that. But no, I will never accept that in the United States. For you to feel fair, for you to feel unsafe, walk on the street nighttime or anytime, or even have you store, and for you to feel unsafe, open your door for your customers. Also, I want to share that when I was travel from my country, I was coming transit to Portugal, and Portugal, Newark, New Jersey. I meet with a guy from Azores. His parents is from Azores. His grandparents is in South Africa. He's live with his grandparents in South Africa. So he's going to Azores with his parents, and his flight was late. My flight was late, and then we started chatting, know each other, share stories, and he's telling me that in South Africa, his grandparents has a business. So he says during the closing time is danger. So he's telling me anything could happen. So right now I analyze the conversation me and him having in Lisbon. When I see what happened in New York and happened so many in LA, something like that, I remember a conversation me and this guy had years ago. So that's point me to see somebody is afraid to open the business door because they're afraid of thieves. When we see that something is responsibility of the parents, because my country, other countries in Africa, we don't tolerate the thieves. Our parents teach us when we grow up, stealing is the worst thing to do. We never steal because if we steal even a needle, we will be suffering severe punishment. So in Africa, no stealing. So if the parents teach their kids about not stealing, they grow up with the mentality not stealing. But it's not happening in the United States. So when I see the people call me all the names on the streets, it's offensive. See what happened every single day in the United States. Every single day you hear something. So sometimes when you see the police chase, it looks like it's a movie. It's the Chinese actors. So sometimes it's a Jackie Chan or the other action movies. Interesting to see something like that in the country called safest country in the world. Um, when I heard every single day people comments about me. Uh-uh. I gonna buy a camera, the professional ones. I want to share the video I recorded multiple places because I want to put the truth out because the media don't share. They only share me, but we have a lot of sick people, crazy people in this country, but they only pick me. They only target me. So I will show to the nations that is poor discriminations, profiling, defamation criteria, single me out, all the kind of stuff. Because I don't have a criminal records to be on the eyes of the world like I am right now. The people I have eyes on me in this country for no reason. They don't have no reason to put their eyes on me. Because number one, I'm not a thief. I'm not criminal. Everything is a false accusations. It's a false allegations against me. If people says I have high temper, yes, I have high temper. But I control my temper. I don't need to go to psychiatry or psychologist to control my temper. Because I can control my temper. I can be my psychologist, my psychiatrist. I can control my temper, control myself. I, if I need to control my anger, I don't need to go to anger management. I can control my anger myself. Like as a gentleman in Boston says, I'm loyal myself. So that's make the huge difference in people's life. And I'm planning to make changes. I never believe people or governments or the country can make me change. I believe I can change myself. I believe that I can do something different. I believe I can be somewhere where I feel welcome, where I feel warm, because I don't want to defame no country. I don't want to defame no one. Only I have to say is that some people here in the United States is ice and cold. That is something I never forget what I went through here in the United States. I never regret what I went through here in the United States. I'm not gonna say everyone. I'm fair. I'm a fair person. I'm a reasonable person. Only I say 90% of the people I dealing with in the United States is ice and cold. It's not only me saying that. My mind is not play trick on me. Like Michael Jackson said. I remember 3 years ago, it was a girl coming past vacation from Brazil. She's coming first time fine, 17 years old, teenager. She's just coming past vacation with her aunt. And second time, she was rejected entry by the Homeland Security. They hold her in custody, they torture her in custody. She was crying. She's go back to Brazil in panic. When she was interviewed by the media over there, when I see her crying, when she was complained about United States people, I say she's right. She's no lie. She's suffering, she struggled for a couple weeks. She was held here in the United States. A teenager girl. So I heard from many people, the words not only from me, other people complain as well. I have a cousin of mine coming from my country. He was coming from vacation only. He was coming, I believe, 2005. Yeah, 2005. He came for 45 days. He don't like here. Then he came back, he never come back. He's go to somewhere else, Europe, Brazil, but he never coming back to the United States. So it's not only me. My mind is fine, like Fox News says. My mind is fine. So the reality is what I share. I'm entitled to my personal opinion. I have a right to make my comments, personal comments. I'm not trying to offend no one. I'm not trying to make false allegations against anyone if it's not true. I say the truth. In God I trust. So, I think this country should do better. Only I say. Because when we keep eyes on inside other countries, it's the same thing. We look into other people's house, but we don't look inside our corner of the house. If we're talking about human rights violations in different countries, about here in the United States, it's not human rights violations in the United States. What I'm dealing with is what? What I'm dealing with is a human rights violation. Period. Because I've been suffering prosecution. I've been suffering is a profiling. My constitutional rights have been violated. I've been discriminated. That's human rights violation. That's a civil rights violation. And then defame me, call me crazy, call me all that, all sick, whatever. It's a shame for those people call me those names. For example, we see the guy today with his pants down. Pants down, all on the knee, with his both hands on touching his private part. Folks, that's not right. I don't do that. Still call me crazy, call me sick. This is the reason why I'm angry. Because not pick and choose, folks. So I'm trying to do everything I can now. Even I have rights for justice. Injury at work cannot collect anything because I'm not human. I'm asking the lawmakers. I'm asking the state lawmakers, the federal lawmakers, if someone who work in the United States will hurt at work or get fired from work, don't have a right to collect the benefits because they mental illness. Can any lawmakers answer me this question? The state Congress, Senate, United States Congress, Senate, state legislator, if they can answer me these questions, people with mental illness don't have rights. Because I'm the one trouble. I work hard in this country. And then the employers take advantage of me because the justice not protect me. What is the reason for? I live in inhumanity conditions in the United States due to severe injuries I suffer at work. And also, for example, state of Rhode Island denial me access to unemployment and provide every single one unemployment benefits due to the pandemic. And then they refusing to provide me any assistance during the pandemic, which it was affect me as well because I am a human. Like it's affecting everyone in the world. Why me? It cannot affect it. Folks, what is against me is real. But I also know the divine justice will be served. Only I know.